Thanks, Laura. So just have a little update for everyone at home or watching online. We're just short of $29,000, and our goal is $70,000 today, so we got a long way to go, but yeah, still great. That's awesome. Get those donations in. Pet Plan Pet Insurance is matching any donation over $50, so $50 can turn into $100. It's that simple, so let's keep those donations coming in. But you know what? Sometimes it's not always easy to donate money. You just don't have the cash on hand, and you know what you can do? You can donate your time. You can donate your time by fostering a little kitten or a little puppy. So today we have Lisa here with us, who is a foster parent. Lisa, can you talk about the dog that you're fostering right now?
Yeah, I'm fostering a dog right now that had some surgery on his knees, so he required some recovery time in a quiet environment that's not as stressful as the shelter. So I've had him with me for a couple months now, helping him getting to use his leg again, and it's a really great way to give back your time. Yeah.
And are you a pet owner as well?
I am. I do have a pet as well, and it worked to the fostering situation advantage this time, because this little guy, he was a little bit barky when I first got him, and my dog right now at home, he is deaf, so he couldn't hear the little guy, so it wouldn't bother him, so it just made everything smoother for them to be living together, so it worked well.
And how long have you been fostering animals?
Well, I fostered on and off for probably about 6 years. I don't foster that often, but there's so many different types of opportunities to take advantage of, and the Winnipeg Humane Society makes it really easy too. They give you all the supplies, they give you the food, they give you toys, everything that you'll need to look after that animal while it's in your care. So it's a really easy thing to do. And there's so many different, like I've had kittens, so I mean all you're doing with them is just snuggling and playing and loving up on these little guys till they're old enough to come back to the shelter. And then I've had a sort of a teenage type dog that needed a break from the shelter for just a week or so. And then now I have this little guy who's in my care because of a medical situation. So there's a whole array of reasons why you can foster, and again, that's why it's so easy to do it here. Whatever kind of household you got set up, whatever kind of time you've got available, we can probably find a fostering situation for you.
Now, before we came on, you were talking about how you fostered some kittens and your current pet wasn't really down with that situation. Can you go into a little bit about that?
He had not met cats before, and I found out that he likes them a little too much. But all was well. The kittens were all safe. They all came back. It was good. But it's sort of a learning process for both me and my dog.
And can you talk about the feeling that you get from fostering animals?
Oh, sure. I mean, it's a great feeling it's hard too, right? Because you spend time with these guys and then you have to bring them back here and sort of let them fly, but it's a great feeling.
And can you give some advice to any people that are thinking about fostering animals for the first time?
Do it. Come in and talk to the foster department, because like I was saying before, there's so many different ways that you can foster, different amounts of time. It could be as short as, like I said, I had a dog for a week, and the guy I have now I've had for a couple months. So when you talk to the foster department, you can tell them kind of what your household looks like, what kind of time you have available, because if you are thinking about getting a dog, fostering in a dog that's going to need medication several times a day, but you're gone for work 10 hours a day, that's not going to work out, right? But the foster department is really great about telling people what the best matches are going to be for their household. So yeah.
And as a foster parent, what's the feeling that you get when that foster dog or kitten finds their forever home?
Oh, well, it's great. That's why you're doing it, to sort of give them a leg up and make sure that they get into that new home that the people that are adopting them might not have had the time to be able to, work them through the medical issue. Or, with the kittens, they're just too young to be available for adoption. So it's, you're just there to kind of keep them safe until it's time for them to be adopted. So it's a great feeling.
I bet. Now, Lisa, you don't just volunteer your time here, you also work here, and you work in the development department, which kind of works with the fundraising here and is a big part of what's going on today. Can you just talk about how important fundraising is to the Humane Society?
Well, sure. It's not a glamorous job that I do, but the donations that are coming in, of course, are what run all the animals. That's what allows us to feed and house and give care to all the animals here. So, it's like I said, it's not the most glamorous job in the world, but it's an important one, and it's a job too where I get to deal with people a lot, and I get to talk to people on the phone a lot, and as I'm taking donations from them, and that's fun too. It's nice to talk to all different sorts of people. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Lisa, for sitting and talking with us. So up next, we're going to go to Senior Cats. It was actually a story that I filmed with another student working here, Erin, and we talked to Melissa Martin, who works for the Winnipeg Free Press, and talked about her cat, Princess, and she adopted a senior cat here. And if you're thinking, you just want to relax an animal that's maybe a little bit more chill or something, I seriously suggest adopting a senior animal because they have still a lot to give. I want to send a special thank you to Domino's. They just delivered some pizza here, so I know some of our volunteers are snacking on that, as well as send a special shout out to all the students here today. We did some fundraising on our own, and we're going to be adding that to what we have now, and that's going to be coming up shortly. So right now we're going to go to Senior Cats.